Ancient Feelings of Peace. Podcast 2. A Meditation About Meaning. Nothing I See Means Anything, from A Course in Miracles. Welcome back to my podcast and our quest to share ancient feelings of peace. Know that this is one place without judgment and offering only love. It is best that you listen to this meditation in a quiet place where you can sit and hear the message uninterrupted. I do not recommend listening while driving, working out, or cleaning around the house because periodically you will be asked to sit with your eyes closed. And you can't do those things with your eyes closed. At least I can't. To reach that ancient experience of peace, it is essential that we take away anything that stands in between us and changing our mind about who we are, what we are, and how we see the world around us. We all see a world. The ego world is somewhat of a shared reality, but it is also a reality that our personal histories have added meaning to. We tell the world we see what we want it to be for us. In this way, what we see is merely a projection of what is in our mind. In God-love reality, nothing we see, feel, or think we understand here has any meaning at all. The experience of heaven, or God-love, erases our meaning and offers a different reality, one without our own perception. Reaching God-love is therefore about changing our mind about what we see around us and what we think we are experiencing in this so-called life of ours. This first meditation will take a small step towards removing the blocks to seeing the world through the eyes of God-love rather than our own ego mindset. Everything we see is a judgment. It is either good or bad based on our own perception. These judgments are not true, but we think they are because of our history. This first meditation will help to start the process of removing our own judgment of what we think we see. So to get started, sit comfortably and empty your mind. Take a nice deep breath in through your nose and exhale slowly, very slowly out through your mouth. As you do, allow your body to become relaxed. And as thoughts enter your mind, let them flow past you without any attachment to them. As you feel judgments come up for you, notice any feelings you have and then just let them pass. Take another deep breath in through your nose and exhale slowly again out through your mouth. As you do, feel your body becoming more relaxed. Your mind start to slow down. You may continue to experience some thoughts popping into your mind, but again, notice any feelings and then let them pass. There is nothing wrong with anything you think, and there is nothing in your thoughts that can harm you. You're completely safe in this moment. Know that God loves you and is taking great care of you. Take another deep breath in through your nose. And gently, very slowly, exhale again out through your mouth. And with it, let go of anything that may have been in your mind. Again, there is nothing here that can harm you. You are well loved in this moment by Spirit. The love of God is within you. Nothing you see in this world, in the area around you, means anything. And that's a funny statement, and you may find yourself wanting to argue with this idea. Let the thought gently sink in. What is a cup without our history of cups? What is a table without any prior knowledge of tables? What is a car, a house, the moon, a clock, a painting, a TV, a hand, a foot, a calculator? What are those things without ideas and feelings and judgments about those things? Nothing you see is more important than anything else you see, unless you add your own feelings and meanings to the things you are looking at. To start to see the world the way God sees the world, we need to let go of our ideas about the world we see. As images pop into your head, a dog, glass, a window, a door, think to yourself, This door doesn't mean anything. This window doesn't mean anything. This dog doesn't mean anything. This clock doesn't mean anything. And on and on. Now turn your mind's eye to a stack of $100 bills, and next to it, see a stack of $1 bills. And without adding any value to either stack through your own history of money and the number of zeros after the number 1, imagine they are simply just 2 stacks of paper. All the value we place in them is there because we put it there. They are actually just 2 stacks of green paper. Now open your eyes for a moment and look at your hand. It has no meaning unless you place meaning to it. Look around the room you're in, and as you do, tell yourself, none of these things I see has any meaning. Now take another deep breath in through your nose, and slowly exhale through your mouth. Calm your mind. This first idea, this first meditation is very simple. Nothing I see means anything. Breathe deeply. Allow your mind to calm further. Everything you think about has no meaning unless you add meaning to it. We have thoughts. Those thoughts bring feelings. And those feelings are judged as either good or bad, even though in heaven they are all neutral. For just one holy instant, let go of any of those feelings about your thoughts, about the things you see, and allow Spirit to replace your own judgments with God love. Now, take another deep breath in through your nose, and slowly exhale out through your mouth, and allow any attachments you have to what you think you see, feel, or imagine to flow out with your breath. Just sit for a few minutes in peace, knowing that anything that means anything will be given you. It's so peaceful to know that you do not need to judge anything you see. Everything is neutral. What a great feeling of relief to know that nothing has any meaning, and that we have been wrong about everything we see. We place some things as more important than others. We see things around us and have emotional attachments hanging on them. And yet, in God's reality, they are all a part of the oneness of God love. How grateful to know there is a higher power of pure love, there to support you and to correct your misguidance. Just breathe and allow your thoughts to slow. Wait for an empty moment where God love can enter your awareness. Don't worry if that doesn't happen immediately. You are just taking the first tiny step. When you feel yourself becoming anxious about your day or your thoughts, simply open your eyes and go about your day, keeping in mind nothing you see has any meaning. Know that you are loved unconditionally and without reserve. God knows you and is in love with you. You are worthy of God's love. Set your own meaning for anything you see aside, just for one tiny holy instant, and allow God's love to enter. The first step to finding God's love is to unravel all the insanity we have about the world we see, which is why we look around us and tell ourselves, nothing I see in this room, on this street, from this window, in this place, means anything. When you're ready, open your eyes, go about your day, and as you look around you, remind yourself from time to time that nothing you see means anything. Know that you're loved. This podcast was written by me, Mark Lux, with guidance from A Course in Miracles. Thank you for listening. Please review this podcast so other people can find it. Thanks for listening, and know that God loves you unconditionally and without reserve. Ancient Feelings of Peace.